Hello everyone! Today I will tell you 5 very funny short stories for beginner. Let's start reading these fun stories. Joke about a bed. Peter goes to a doctor. "Doctor, I have a problem," he says. "When I sleep in my bed, I think that there is somebody under my bed. I look under my bed and I think there is somebody on my bed. On, under. I think that I am crazy." The doctor thinks for 1 minute. Then he says, "Come to me for 2 years. Come here 3 times in a week and I will help you." "How much will I pay?" Peter asks. $100 for a visit, the doctor says. Peter says, "I will think about it." Peter never comes back. After 2 weeks, he meets the doctor on the street. "Why didn't you come to visit me?" the doctor asks. $100 for 1 visit? It is expensive for me. A barman helped me for $10. The doctor doesn't understand. "What did he do with you?" "He told me to cut the legs of the bed." An old dog. A man has a big garden around his house. An old dog comes to his garden. The dog looks at the man and then lies down next to him. When the man stands up and walks to the house, the dog walks behind him. When they are inside, the dog jumps on the sofa, closes his eyes and sleeps for 1 hour. Then he wakes up and walks to the door. The man lets the dog out. The next day the dog comes again. He jumps on the sofa and sleeps for an hour. This is happening every day for 3 weeks. The man wants to know why the dog comes to his house. He writes on a piece of paper these words: "Every afternoon your dog comes to my house and sleeps for 1 hour on my sofa." Then the man puts this piece of paper on his collar. The next day the dog comes with a different piece of paper on his collar. It says, he lives in a home with 4 children. He needs some quiet place to relax. Can I come with him tomorrow? Frying pan. A man is reading his newspaper when his wife walks up to him and hits him on the back of the head with a frying pan. He says, "Why do you hit me?" "There was a piece of paper in your pocket with the words Betty Sue on it." He says, "Honey, Betty Sue is the name of the horse which I want to buy." The wife doesn't say anything. 3 days later he is reading his newspaper again. His wife comes to him and hits him with a frying pan again. He says, "Why do you hit me again?" She says, "Your horse is on the phone." Hot summer day. It's a hot summer day and Jake and Harry are working hard in the garden. Their friend Ralph is sitting under a tree and drinks a cold drink. Jake asks Harry, "Why are we here in the hot sun when Ralph is sitting there?" Harry says, I don't know. I will go ask him. Harry goes to Ralph and asks him, "Why are you sitting here and drinking a cold drink and Jake and I are working in the hot sun?" Ralph says, "Because I have smarts." "What is smarts?" asks Harry. Ralph puts his hand in front of the tree and says, "Hit my hand very hard." Harry tries to hit Ralph's hand, but Ralph moves his hand and Harry hits the tree. He feels great pain. Ralph says, "I moved my hand away. I showed you that I have smarts." Harry goes back to Jake and Jake asks him, "What did he say?" Ralph says, "It's because he has smarts." "What's that?" Jake asks. Harry puts his hand in front of his face and says, "Hit my hand." Photographer. A photographer for a national magazine wants to take pictures of a great forest fire. His boss tells him that a small plane will wait for him at the airport. The plane will fly him over the fire. The photographer comes to the airport only an hour before sunset. A small airplane is waiting there. He jumps in with his camera and shouts, "Go!" The nervous man who is sitting in the pilot's cabin starts the plane and soon they're in the air. There is a strong wind and the plane is making strange moves. "Fly over the north side of the fire," says the photographer, "and go very low." "Why?" asks the nervous pilot. "Because I will take pictures," shouts the photographer. "I'm a photographer, and photographers take pictures." The pilot says, "You are not the flight instructor?"
The end. Hope you have enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And find more fascinating and exciting stories from the description below the video.